In my last video, we spoke about Nerva's subject, the son of Olive Specter. Today, we're going to take a closer look at Olive. In hindsight, I probably should have made this video before the one about Nervous, but whatever. Let's go to 13 Dead End Lane in Strangetown, where we find Olive Specter, who resides with her niece Ophelia, the daughter of Olive's deceased sister Willow. You will find Willow and her husband Creon buried in Olive's garden, and as you can see here, there are a lot more than 2 graves chilling here, along with this creepy chair, which I assume Olive uses to go hang out with her corpse collection. So why are these graveyards here, you might ask? And this is where we get one of those fun Sims 2 conspiracies that we love. Is Olive Specter a serial killer? The first thing to establish is that Olive's entire character revolves around a fascination for death. For starters, it's believed that her name is a play on the phrase "I love Specter." Specter meaning ghosts, basically. Next, let's look at Olive's in-game bio. Olive will stop at nothing to get what she wants. She spends her time collecting mushrooms, sharpening sticks, and excavating her yard. This description definitely makes it sound like she's sharpening sticks as a weapon for attacks and excavating her yard to bury the bodies. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Usually, serial killers have some kind of motive. And this is where we get to Olive's hefty dating history. It all starts with her first engagement to Errol E. Demise, who left her at the altar and was found dead shortly after, which is not suspicious at all. Now, if when I said Errol E. Demise, you could have sworn that I said early demise, and trust me, I struggled not to, that might not be a coincidence. As we go through Olive's dating history, we will see a lot of death euphemisms, again exploring this fascination for death around her character. Following Earl and having been left with some serious trauma over men, she later married a rich sim called rigor mortis, or rigor mortis, the act of muscles stiffening after death. Rigor also died shortly after his marriage to Olive. Next, she married euthanasia. Here we see a pun on euthanasia, the act of ending a life painlessly, who, surprise surprise, died shortly after. Following the death of Hugh, Olive shared a lovely evening of woohoo with none other than the Grim Reaper himself. Perhaps after killing so many other of her past lovers, she was able to build up a relationship with him. Even though at this point Olive had already grown up to be an elder, following her night with the Grim, she gave birth to her first and only son, Nerva's subject, even though due to being an elder this would not have been possible. Sadly, Nervous got taken away from her by social services when he was still very young. Nervous also has a very interesting backstory, so if you're curious to learn more about that, make sure to check out my other video. And finally, Olive married Ichabod, who out of all her past lovers was the only one she viewed as her best friend. Ichabod also faced an early death. All of Olive's exes are found in her yard, but that doesn't quite end there, as you will also find regular service people, maids, delivery people, etc. The reason as to why she would want to kill all these townies is unknown, but my theory would be that she would kill these people as a means to get closer to the Grim Reaper. What's interesting about her relationship with the Grim Reaper is that if you get the Paranormal Career Reward introduced in the University expansion pack and call the Grim Reaper, he will say that Olive doesn't know anyone who has died. This could be his way of protecting her from being seen as a killer, or of course just some glitch in the game. General Buzz Grunt's ex-wife is also found in Olive's graveyard. People speculate that General Buzz Grunt is supposed to be Olive's next victim, as him and Olive dislike each other, and yet often Olive wants to invite him over when you start the game. If you do, he will almost always come around immediately. And this is one of the things I love about The Sims 2. They always set up these stories and mysteries in such an interesting way for us to discover. To wrap up, here's a fun little Easter egg The Sims 3 has for us regarding Olive. When you make a medium painting, there's a chance that you will be painting Olive being left at the altar by Errol. So if you got this far, thank you so much for watching. If you have thoughts or theories related to Olive, drop them below because I would love to discuss. And after making my first video, seeing a few comments and likes popping up here and there really motivated me to start making more. So if you did enjoy this, just let me know with a comment or a like. I really appreciate it.